some of what you may have done may have helped with the timing, right? I think you.
What's that?
I think you tipping off Big U. I think that definitely.
I did. You got the message. You hit up Big U's wife. You said, "Sis, 911. 1 sec. Let me get solo." And you gave him a heads up.
What I tell him?
You said, 1 sec. Let me get solo. He needs to leave. Bad.
Right by the Beverly Center. We thought we did. Somebody called us, told he was up there. I got up there. He came in.
How deep were you?
About 15.
15 people.
Yeah, we wasn't that deep.
Everybody seems to have some kind of beef with Wack 100 lately. Now, 50 Cent even went off on him, accusing Wack of snitching on Big U, allegedly helping lead to Big U's indictment. Some whispers out there are even saying Wack might have been wired up to help bring down other rappers too. But hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not making this stuff up. This is just what's being passed around in the streets. Let's get into it. The whole mess kicked off with a phone call, and not just any call. Wack 100 admitted it himself. He made a super specific and risky move. He didn't call Big U. Nope, he called Big U's wife to warn her that a federal indictment was on the way for Big U. Yeah, you heard that, right? Wack somehow knew exactly when the feds were planning to make their move.
Some of what you may have done may have helped with the timing, right? I think you.
What's that?
I think you tipping off Big U. I think that definitely.
I did what?
I think you going online and saying that, and the only reason I'm saying this is that if you ever read any federal indictment,
I did what? I tipped him off.
You tipped him off via
What
online.
did the lady say in the recording I sent you?
Well,
please don't what?
Please don't tell. But this is why I'm coming to this conclusion.
Now wait a minute. How would someone who's not even in the system have that kind of inside scoop on a sealed federal op? That's way too precise to be a coincidence. And real talk, who even gives that kind of warning unless they're getting fed info from the inside? That's the exact point where 50 Cent reportedly started piecing it all together. When you stop and think about it, that whole he's wired up talk starts sounding way less like internet gossip and way more like something you might need to take real serious. But check this, 50 wasn't even the first one to raise the red flag. Suge Knight had already been sounding off way before. He supposedly warned Birdman straight up, watch out for Wack 100. Why? Because according to Suge, Wack was the one on the Fed's payroll.
And got on me the most, right, is Birdman. Yeah, I'm a dude to keep it 100. Ain't nobody bigger than the politics. That's my brother, and we get on each other. But Birdman, out of everybody, Birdman got on my ass, like, on me. He told me how dissatisfied he is. He said, I love you, you my brother. I ain't never going to. You know that. We've been in the trenches together. But God damn it, just the way I...
And that hits different when you remember. Suge and Wack go way back. So when he says something shady's going on, it makes you wonder. Then boom, the whole Big U mess explodes. That 43-count indictment came down hard like a wrecking ball. RICO charges, wire fraud, extortion, heavy stuff all lined up in black and white. The feds even tied Big U to a 2021 case involving the loss of a young musician named R.W. But here's the wild part. That detail wasn't even listed in the full 75-page indictment. Word is, Nevada's handling that angle separately, which already sounds shady on its own. But what really had people tripping? The feds were using Wack 100's own Clubhouse rants and podcast clips as part of their evidence, like actual clips. So now